Yeah, let's talk about Kingston Flemings because this is one of the most fun players in college basketball. Here's his stats for the year so far. And let's just get the nasty stuff out of the way right now. Early in the year, everybody jumped on the train about the 3 point shooting. I made a video earlier in the year talking about how we need to calm down on that because the shot's very inconsistent. The base is very inconsistent. He's still figuring out what that shot diet is. Since December 10th, he's shooting like 23% or something from three. It's come back to reality. There's a lot of development that he needs to make as a shooter. The defensive end, he's still skinny. He's very, very young. He's disruptive defensively, but like the screen navigation stuff is pretty rough right now. The on ball defense as a whole, other than being like hyper disruptive, getting hands in lanes, things like that, struggles. And at the NBA level with the physical strength stuff, he's going to get bullied a bit, but he can add strength. But those are really the issues. I guess some people point to the fact that he kind of has to play in a pick and roll system. I think at the NBA level, that's really what he's going to be weaponized in, is in true pick and roll as a lead guard. But he makes like wonderful passing and scoring decisions. I think he has the potential to be a 3 level guy. I think the athletic explosion is off the charts good. He plays at a ferocious pace, but he doesn't play out of control where he's like hyper turnover prone and making bad decisions. He's long. You get him in transition and good night. And then beyond that, this is a kid who decided to go to a program in Houston where you have to do all of the little stuff to a very high degree, and they already had established guys in his spots, and they had a high level prospect and Sinak coming in who had all the press. And this is a kid that has done all of everything they have asked to an extent where he's become the guy on that squad. And in my opinion, this is one of the three best college teams in the country, and a lot of it is because of him. He has the potential to be one of the more dynamic guards in the NBA. I think that if he can clean up the 3 point shooting, if he can clean up, some of the defensive stuff, especially at point of attack, if he can add strength, this is a special kid. And I have a faith that with his mindset and how much of a worker he's proven to be, that he's going to do those things. For me right now, he's a top 5 pick. I don't see a way he slips outside the top 10 unless something really, really falls apart at the end of the year. But this is a guy to really watch out for because that dynamic profile, that passing decisions, the rim finishing, the length, the explosion, it's a very, very rare combination of skills. And I have a ton of faith that this kid's going to figure everything out and add the strength that's necessary. And if he ends up in the right type of pick and roll system, he could be dynamic right away. But I love Kingston Flemings.